Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers looking at Star Wars Expanded Universe. This should be vintage collection, I believe. Shae Vizla action figure. Very, very cool looking. Not new, but new for me. I'd picked it up today, mainly because I thought she looked quite cool with the flame effects, but it actually looks really nice when I see her. Now, I won't be using it as Styles. I'll be using it as one of my own universes, but I don't think I'll be making much changes. I'm really praying she's got good hips. Those hips are horrible hips. Then I might have to make some cutting and changing, which I don't really want to do. Don't want to risk spoiling her. She does look great. On the back, it does show her and Lando Calrissian, from the Battlefront 2 game. Very, very cool. Yeah, vintage collections in the back. Okay, so I'm going to quickly open her up, set her up, and we'll get into this. So I'll be back in an instant. She looks fantastic, but Hasbro, why would you make such a good figure and give him T-hips, for crying out loud? No joint in the hip to go outwards. That's like, something I'll have to take a knife to and probably butcher a Fortnite figure for their hips and do some magic on that and probably ruin it because her hips are so narrow in the first place. And they didn't give a holster for a gun. She's got a gun in the side. That's bent as well. Okay, let's get a close look. Take out the flame effects. Take out this gun. This gun I'll take out of there. So all it's doing is bending, being stuck inside there. Let's look at the accessories first. So we've got two of these flame effects, and they are... Let's get a focus first. They are they mirror image? They are not mirror image, slightly different. These are really, really cool. Very, very nice. Different to your shooting effects. Your shooting effects generally are this way. And this is the reverse. So don't go in the same way. You see that one starts fat and goes thin, the other start thin and go fat. Comes with these two guns here, which are just identical from what I can see. Oh, not quite identical. One's got a little scope thing on there, which are pretty cool, but it's the normal Hasbro Star Wars flimsy stuff, which is like, yeah. I would be tempted to replace them with the guns from Star-Lord from the Hasbro Guns of the Galaxy. They're pretty cool. They might be a bit too big for her to hold their handle-wise. Comes with a helmet, and even though it's hollow, it's not when you swap out. That just pops into the neck socket. Bit small. I think should be slightly bigger, but she's a smaller figure, being a vintage collection. Then the figure itself, she is here. She does look really, really nice. Nice face sculpt. You see the helmet is not much bigger than the head anyway. We can just pop off. It's quite a nice pop sound. And pop on. And you've got her there. I am tempted to buy another because I'm thinking about customizing her. Or do I take parts off, mix and match? I mean, you know, putting these arms on something else because then you can use the flame effects. I don't know. I've got to work out. On the back, it's like a. Oh, I guess it's a. That can be taken off too, whatever that is. This, look at a rocket pack, a jet pack, whatever, life support, whatever, can be taken off. A bit plain without it. This waist part here appears to be fixed on. But those hips, why did they do that at the hips? Why would they do that? I don't understand. You make such a nice figure, and then you're going to spoil it by giving it such crappy hips. Never mind. She does look good. Okay, let me just zoom out slightly. Let's look at her articulation. I'll do the helmeted. It might make too much difference. No, actually, I'll do the hair, the unhelmeted rather, because it'll have slightly less articulation, be a bit more fair. So head, there's a left, there's a right, there's up, down, not really side to side. Shoulders all the way around, other side, got the pipe there, but still should go all the way around. Lateral raise, not great because of sculpting on the armor, better on her left than on the right. Bicep is just under 90 on her right and just under 90 on the left. She does have trunk twist turn. Small dip, small dip. Waist is nothing. Hips, no. Forwards, backwards. Single knee is about 90 degrees. There is a boot turn. There's no boot twist. There is a good dorsiflexation. and there is a not bad tippy toe. Those hips are what really are ruining it. I am tempted to put her onto a female Fortnite body somehow. Pretty good. Okay, let me just set her up here. Stand up, please. Okay, so what we do now, I'll get a size measurement. And then we'll do get a bit closer again. Then we'll do some figure comparisons with her. So her height in centimeters. She is just about 10. But we expect that from sort of vintage collection Star Wars. Let's do a size comparison. Okay, first let me compare her to, let me see, a female Fortnite figure. So I'm looking at a few female Fortnite figures that I think I could use as a base to make her. You see that she's a little bit smaller than female Fortnite figures. But with paintwork, they could all match, these guys could all match in together and be part of the same crew. All got that sort of sci-fi look, feel and effect to them. Or I could maybe use parts of this body onto here and vice versa. Yeah, a lot of work though. Well, maybe not so much work, but maybe I'll make that into one of my gangs in one of my universes, like a female sci-fi gang or something. Do look pretty cool, do work together quite well. If I use Joy Toy in my custom Cult of San Raja video, I'll stick this link in the top right for you. You can see this video, you see that she doesn't scale too badly with Joy Toy as well. If you do like this sort of content, please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right now. See content early, exclusive content and prize draws. If I use Acid Rain World, my Narinu Sentinel, considerably more chunky and bigger, but they can work in the same universe. And then if I use Stephen there, Boss Fight Studios, I'll use Fantasy one because he's the one I've got on my desk. Is it Sigurd or Sigurd, whatever his name is, the Wandering Adventurer or Barbarian. And again, she does scale well with Boss Fight 2. Bit on the short side, but that's okay. It's good to have variance in heights. Makes it a bit more real world realistic. Decent looking figure, but those hips are really it annoys me. Not because the hips are like that, because the figure's so good and then you do hips like that. You know, on such a good figure, you really should put the effort into the hips better as well. But I guess that's a project for me. Okay, we'll see you next video. Stay happy, keep collecting, and subscribe to this channel. Bye bye.